Hi guys, welcome to Daddy and the Don. It's week 30 of the English Premier League, and due to a short turnaround in fixtures, we've got no punditry team this week. But we do have Daddy versus the Don, head-to-head challenge. We're going to both predict all 10 games and see if either of us actually knows what we're talking about. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to like, subscribe if you haven't already, and leave a comment. If you think differently to us, stick it in the comment section. We'll love to hear it. Most importantly, enjoy the video. Here's the Don kicking things off with Man United Everton.
Man United versus Everton. Man United are not back. Like I said, after the World Cup, they had literally shit teams. Most of them are at home. Now they're getting found out. They won the League Cup. They're crap. Everton done well with Dyche. They'll stay up. And they'll be confident to get a point here. I think they can. I don't rate Man United as high as others. I think they've overachieved. They're now fifth. They're not back. Nothing about Casemiro. They're going to not win this one. It's going to be a boring 1-1 draw. Everton get another point to safety. 1-1.
Man United versus Everton. Man United been in a bit of sticky form recently. Most of that can be attributed to Casemiro's suspension. They do look a different beast with him in the side. Everton, Sean Dyche has done particularly well, but most of that stuff has been done at home. On the road, they haven't been as good. So I expect this to be quite tight. Early kickoffs normally are on a Saturday, but I think Man United will do just enough to get this over the line in a boring 1-0 win.
Aston Villa versus Nottingham Forest. Aston Villa will be strong favourites here. And I can't see anything else than that. It's very simple, this one. Forest are actually quite poor. I think Forest will go down. They don't get anything away from home. They don't even score away from home. This will be an easy home win for a team that are improving and doing really well under Emery. And they could finish, they could be in the top 6 or 7 at this rate. They really are in good form. They score goals. They might concede. They won't this game. They'll win this one easily. They beat a poor Forest side 3-0.
Aston Villa versus Nottingham Forest. Aston Villa have been on fire recently. Ollie Watkins scoring goals for fun, and they've shot right up the table, well into the top half now. Europe is not out of the question. Nottingham Forest, they are starting to slide now. They're really on the skids. Away from home, they've been shocking all season. Can't score, can't win. I see this continuing, and I think Aston Villa are just going to wipe the floor with them, to be honest with you. It could be more, but I'm going to go for a 2-0 home win.
Brentford versus Newcastle. This is a top matchup. Newcastle are third in the table, had a great year, back on a bit of form, and they're facing a Brentford side that was only lost once at home this year against Arsenal, and only lost once since the World Cup. A team that draws a lot, but they also win enough, and they're in a good position in the table, I believe, in the top 8 at the moment. So this is going to be a cracking matchup. I can see any result. I think both teams will go for the win, but I just think Brentford at home, they're very hard to beat, and I think they'll get a point here. This will end 1-1.
Brentford versus Newcastle. Brentford, who are amazing at home. They've had some slight blips lately, conceding a last-minute equaliser against Brighton and not posing too much of a threat at Old Trafford. They'll want to get back on winning ways and push on towards a European spot. Newcastle, they look like they've got top 4 locked down now. They've been great since the loss of the Cup final and now want to just cement Champions League football, look to get another away win. I think as much as both teams can win, this one will play out in a 1-1 draw.
Fulham versus West Ham. Fulham's run is come to an end. They're going to finish the season very poor. They're going to finish maybe in the bottom half. And I worry for Fulham next year because I'm always right. West Ham, even though they're poor from away from home, I think they'll be buoyed by the last result. And I think they're going to move away from the relegation zone now. They're too good to be down there. I think they get a morale boosting away win here against free-falling Fulham. They win this one 2-0.
Fulham versus West Ham after Mitrovic's 8-game ban. That is going to be it for Fulham this season now. We're going to see their season just peter out. They're just looking for it to end. West Ham, they are desperate to stay up, but they were shocking against Newcastle the other night. So I think this game could go either way. With Mitrovic in the team, I would have been going for a home win here. But I just can't see either team really doing enough to get the victory. I think it's going to be quite a boring game, to be honest with you, and I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw on this one.
Leicester versus Bournemouth. Bournemouth again keep surprising people. I said they'd beat Fulham and they did, and they might stay up. Everyone writ them off. Everyone said they'd go down. Leicester, no Rodgers anymore, on awful form. Will they be buoyed by trying to get a performance in the first game without him? Potentially at home. So this can go either way. I'm going to go with Leicester here. I think they might get a win here. Even though Bournemouth have surprised me, Leicester might win this one. I'm going to say 2-1.
Leicester versus Bournemouth, and both teams are absolutely desperate for survival. This is a massive 6-pointer, if ever I've seen one. Leicester, they sacked Brendan Rodgers, but the losses keep coming. they'll be looking to turn things around and finally get a win. Bournemouth, they are inconsistent as well, but the more we write them off, the more they come and surprise us with random wins like the Liverpool game. I don't think this will be a Bournemouth win, to be honest with you. I think Leicester do have to stop the rot somewhere, and it will start today with a 2-1 win.
Tottenham versus Brighton. What a poor season for Tottenham. They're just so inconsistent, and it summed their season up against Everton 1-1. They should have won that one easily. Brighton have proved me wrong, and I will admit I got it wrong. They're a team that better than what I thought, and they've had a cracking season. They're a great team to watch, and they're going to come in and look for a win, and I think they will win this one. I don't think Tottenham that good there. I think Tottenham's season's over. I think they're going to finish maybe outside the top 6 at this rate. Brighton win this one 2-0.
Tottenham versus Brighton. You've got Brighton who've been on absolute fire. As we've said so many times on this channel this year, they'll be looking to cement a European position and can still even get into the top 4, believe it or not. Tottenham, they will want top 4, but it is going to be hard work now. They've got it all to do, and it will depend which Tottenham actually turn up, as they are so hit and miss and so unreliable this season. I think I would go with Brighton, but I think Tottenham will get a penalty or some sort of set piece, and this will be a 1-1 draw.
Wolves versus Chelsea. Wolves, again, still in that relegation area, struggling to get really any points, and they're making hard work of it, and they've got a top manager and a decent side. Chelsea, this has been recorded before the Liverpool game. Let's see what they do there. I think regardless of that result, I think this team are just looking for the season to end. I can't see them doing much away from home at all. I think the only points they'll get now will be at home when it comes to wins. So this can be a boring 0-0 draw. This will end 0-0. Nothing to look forward to here.
Wolves versus Chelsea, and although they look slightly better under Lopetegui, Wolves still sit only a point clear of relegation zone and are right in the mix at this point in time. Chelsea could have Fat Frank back in charge for this game in a shocking U-turn that pretty much just sums up Chelsea this season, to be honest with you. Two teams that don't score a lot of goals, and in Wolves' case, they're the lowest scorers in the Premier League. So I think this will cost them in this game, as Chelsea take a game of few chances with a 1-0 win.
Southampton versus Man City, bottom of the table versus second in the league, who, potentially the best team on paper. And everyone's going to predict this to be a 4-5, 6-0 win for Man City. Listen, I'm not saying Southampton are going to get anything from it. I don't think they will. But I think City will make hard work of this. I think they have been making hard work of teams away from home where they should be winning a lot easier. So they do win this one. I think they win this one only 2-0.
Southampton versus Manchester City, and Southampton have looked slightly better in recent weeks, but that is only because Nathan Jones is no longer the manager. It will take a hell of a lot of work to undo the wrong that was done in his tenure. Man City, it's going to depend what team they put out. Haaland could be injured, he could be rested for the Champions League. I think Man City could rest players here. Champions League is more important at this point in time, and I still think it'll be a romping, whichever way you look at it. Could be more, but I'm going to go for a 3-0 Man City win.
Leeds versus Crystal Palace. Leeds, better form, but still not great. They have a better side than where they should be. I like their attacking flair, but for some reason they just can't get it going. The new manager's still quite new in his reign, got a few wins. I like West Ham and potentially Everton and Wolves. I think they'll be safe. Palace got a win. Roy's got an easy run in. They'll keep them up, and everyone will say Roy's amazing. It's an easy run in. Pack would have done the same. I think Leeds win this one though, 2-0.
Leeds versus Crystal Palace, and Leeds have been on a good run of form lately, picking up a couple of vital wins along the way. Crystal Palace, they got back to winning ways with Roy Hodgson on his first game back in charge of the club. Created a hell of a lot of chances against that Leicester team. If they carry on like that every week, this will be a fantastic game. If they don't, it will probably be a Leeds win. But I think if we play with that same tenacity and Leeds play with their same tenacity, this could be a very entertaining 2-2 draw.
Liverpool versus Arsenal. Liverpool are going to be buoyed for this. This is a tricky game for Arsenal. This is a must-win, but a draw wouldn't be the end of the world. We're going to go for the win here. There's no doubt about it. But Liverpool will be buoyed. Saliba might not be playing, so that could be going against us. I want to win. Of course I want to win. Can I say it? Yes, of course I can. But I think we might take a draw here. I think we might draw this one in an entertaining 2-2.
Liverpool versus Arsenal, and Arsenal will be looking to get another 3 points here to edge them another 3 points closer to a much-deserved league title. Liverpool, they've been absolutely shocking this year, but the only thing they have done is turn up against big teams when they're at home. So potentially this could happen again here. They'll be looking for themselves to get back into the top 4, but more just to play the party poopers. I think, a bit like the Chelsea game, this is going to be boring, mainly because of Liverpool, and it's just going to be a dull 0-0 draw. So guys, there you have it. That's our predictions. You can see them on screen now. Do either of us know what we're talking about? If you think you can do better, put your money where your mouth is and stick it in the comments section. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. We'll catch you on the next video.